Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello, Jesse. What everybody doing? Hi, Brad. Thank you for liking the stream, Rach. I miss your face. I miss everybody's face. I miss all your faces. Good, I'm glad Amy's doing okay. I'm doing okay, too. Been alright. Thank you, RH, for the like. Thank you. Where's Jake? Is Jake here? Boom! Everybody ready? Everybody ready for trivia? Thank you for like, Pat. I haven't heard from Jacob yet. Where's Jake? Dingus. Oh, man. It is 53 degrees outside. What in the hell is happening? Bunch of nonsense. You like my background? This is a clue into what next week's is going to be about. You can figure out what that picture is. Stare at it all night. It's your clue for next week. Getting good at this. I'm already got next week's down pat. What the thing in the background? Yeah, that's kind of scary. Yeah. Yeah, if you figure out what the background is, you'll figure out what next week's is about. I'll tell you at the end. I'll let you know what it's gonna be. Hey, Jake showed up. Look at her. Weird things people did. In the Bible, in the 1800s, before the Great Depression, before the internet, before cell phones. Are ready? Start with the Bible. This biblical figure had conversations with a serpent about some fruit. I know, right? Tell him, Jesse. Tell him. Wait on you. Big. That's better. I got what, 4 Eves? Good, because that's what it is. It's Eve. Congratulations. This person talked to a burning bush. Voices from a burning bush. That would be Moses. This person gets swallowed and lives inside of a whale for 3 days. Pinocchio. Pinocchio's not in the Bible. Yep, it would be Jonah. Jonah and a whale. This person was in charge of naming all of Earth's animals. I didn't know this one. Nope, not Noah. They had, I'll give you a hint, they had names before Noah. So it's someone that came before Noah. Adam. It was Adam's job. This person lit a bunch of foxes on fire. That happened. 200. He tied them all together, tied the tails together, and lit them on fire. No, not God himself. No, he was. It was the 6th day. He was resting by then. God took a break. Or on the 7th day he rested. I don't remember. I am. Well, this round's almost over, so. Brett, not Brett. Cain. No, Cain killed 25% of the world's population. That's what Cain did. Samson lit a bunch of fox stuff. Cain killed 25% of the world's population. I always wondered where Cain and Abel's wives came from. There were only 4 people. Where'd their wives come from? Not in the Bible, by the way. In the 1800s, they used this dangerous substance in everything. It was in loads of cosmetic items, wallpaper, and used in toys. It was also used to poison and murder people at the time. But they still put it in things. No, not lead. Lead was in paint. That comes later. No, it's not lead. It's an actual poison. Asbestos. Uranium. Oh, man. We went from lead to uranium. Asbestos, no. It's not asbestos. Arsenic. They put arsenic in that stuff. While people were actively murdering people with arsenic. Yeah. Many medical professionals would pay scrupulous people to do this. It was so bad, families would stand guard over their deceased family members. I don't think this happens anymore. If it does, that's sad. Sad. I think people just straight up murder people now. I don't think they worry about doing this anymore. I think they just skip the middleman and kill people. Yep. Body snatching. It was very routine for women to wear this type of undergarment, but not just wear it, also use it to make their waist smaller and smaller, sometimes as small as 15 inches around, which looked terrible. Like ungodly. Yes, of course it's 15 inches around is like what, like that? That? Most marriages were arranged in the 1800s by these people. Romance was a novel idea back then. Yeah, 15 inches around, like half of my face. Parents, families. Yeah, parents. You're gonna marry this man because we want to be part of his family. He's got money. We don't care what you think. Explorers and rich Europeans would host parties where they would unwrap these to see what was underneath. Explorers and rich Europeans. I remember hearing about this before I read this last week when I made this question. I remember reading about this in like uh history books, I think, in school. Yeah, yeah, they'd have mummy parties and unwrap mummies. A bunch of weirdos. Bunch of damn weirdos. Unwrapping mummies. What the hell's wrong with you? That's how you get diseases like COVID. Many people were favoring the ban of this substance in the early 1900s. They would eventually get their wish for a couple decades anyway. You guys figured out what this building is yet? I'll show you a bigger picture of it at the end. Yes, alcohol. Exactly right. Stupid ass song. Even though we all know it by heart now, before the Great Depression, the song was not a thing yet. It became official in 1931. It was not a thing. The song was around, but nobody knew it. Just one. Okay, I was about to say. There's only one person can guess that. Yeah, actually, of them. Yeah, the song was written in World War One, but it wasn't. It wasn't official. People flocked to see movies that had these two distinctively terrible features that would not fly today. What did movies before the Great Depression have that was terrible? I mean, not that terrible. Yes, they had that, but yeah, that's what I'm going for. They were black and white, and there was silence. Can you imagine sitting through a silent movie, listening to everybody just crunch their popcorn and babies cry? I would literally go insane. Chew with your mouth closed, man. This illegal substance was first introduced as a medication before the Great Depression. It was included in many cold remedies as well as cough syrup. Um, there's, yeah, see, that would be terrible. Yeah, there was music, but still, like, I fell asleep watching The Lord of the Rings, and there's talking in that. Good God. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you could say here. I had heroin, but yeah, cocaine, uh, morphine. Morphine's a good one. Yeah, yeah. It could be a lot of things. Gas stations were an incredibly new idea. Most people who needed gasoline bought it from these places. No, not auto shops. Because auto shops weren't a thing. They barely had cars. No, not oil rigs. It wasn't refined then. Amazon. Yep, they bought it on Amazon. That's right. They bought it on the river, not the website. They bought it on the Sears and Roebuck. They bought it out of a catalog. Oh, Target. Yeah, they bought it at Target. Does Target have gas stations? I know Meyer does. Does Target? It wouldn't surprise me. Walmart had them. I mean, nobody knows this, huh? Ugh. No actual guesses. No, Target does not. They're too bougie for that. Ah! Oh shit. There you go. Farmers boats. No. Pharmacies. Same place they want for everything else. You wanted drugs? Pharmacy. You wanted a root beer float? Pharmacy. You wanted gasoline? Pharmacy. What pharmacies for every damn thing. Alright, here we go. These I expect you to all know. Every single goddamn one of them. Here we go. Took a long time to research something. You almost had to go to one of these and find it in a book. Before the Google. I remember our high school teachers telling us that we couldn't source Wikipedia. Why not? Oh, because I can make Wikipedia say literally anything. Got it. Library. Yeah. Library. Yeah, you jumped one. Books people would constantly use to research things were these a giant collection of books that had everything in alphabetized order. Could you imagine trying to sell these door to door like they did back then? Nobody would buy them damn things. The Dewey Decimal System, I believe, is what you're thinking of. The Dewey Decimal System. Hard file thing. Encyclopedia. Bing. Yeah, I remember. I think I was in grade school, maybe junior high, and there was a guy trying to sell encyclopedias door to door. Nah, bruh. I got a card of 95. Thank you very much. Don't need you. What the hell's wrong with you? You didn't have Tinder or FarmersOnly.com before the internet. If you wanted a date, you either got the courage to ask someone or you passed them these. Yeah, you were early on that one. You jumped the gun there, Rachel. I just wanted to put FarmersOnly.com in there because that's funny. You don't have to be lonely. And now I made you sing the rest of it. Yeah, passing notes. You kids do that? They don't do that anymore. They just text, don't they? It sucked today. I tell you, man. Yeah, you'd write a note and then you'd like put maybe on there for some reason. Like you thought that was gonna be like a A soft yes? Yeah, you'd fold it. Yeah, exactly. Or you did one of these things. What are these things called? What are these things called? You know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. What are these things? And then you flip it over. And you're an idiot. Oh wow, thanks. You all know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. What is this? You know it from the hand signals that I'm doing. What is it? And it opens up 7, and then you do it 7 times, and you open it up, and it says some dumb shit. Cootie catcher, thank you, thank you. That's what it was. Circle circle dot dot or dot yeah circle dot dot. Okay, pre-internet, if you wanted to watch a movie, you'd wither. Yeah, you would wither. You'd either had to go to the media play. Sorry, nostalgia. Or buy it, or go to one of these places and hope you remember to return on time. Jake, you know exactly what this is. Don't you laugh at me. You knew exactly what the hell I was doing. Cootie catcher, that's what it's called. Blockbuster. Hey, there was video connection. Come on. Give somebody some love here. Don't forget about video connection. You know video connection was a thing. Oop. Yeah, video rental store. There you go. Well, you act like there's only 2. There was more than 2. No red boxes that time, though. Pre-internet, this form of watching something didn't exist. You had to wait and watch one episode. Galaxy Video, Movie Gallery. Yeah. Oh God, here we go. You had to wait and watch one whole episode with commercials, and then you had to wait a whole week, and then you had to hope that they didn't put a rerun or the goddamn presidential election on. Ugh. Yeah, some futons had a video store in them. Yes, been watching. Binge. Unless, of course, you were fancy and you had a VHS player and you recorded them all. Then you could binge them. Instead of fast forward through damn commercials, though. Okay, before cell phones. If you wanted to use this before cell phones, you had to make sure no one was using the landline in your house. I always loved it. I was trying. You try to get on, and then you'd hear your father or your mother or your sibling through your damn computer. You're like, "What? Oh shit! Fuck! 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 Fuck!" Shit. Then all of a sudden you hear. And whoever's on the phone would go, "Shit!" Did that sound like a 56K modem, or did that sound like a 56K modem? You've got mail. That was very accurate. Yes, it was very accurate sounding. Thank you. I'm like that guy from that what was that cop movie in the 80s where he made all the funny noises. Before cell phones, you needed this to take pictures. Bing. You've got mail. That guy always sounded like the AOL guy always sounded like stuffed up to me. You've got mail. He would sound like he had a cold. Sound effects were spot on. Listen, some people, can hurl a football down a football field 80 miles an hour at 80 yards a time. Some of us can make 56K modem sounds. Yes, the camera. Good God. Before cell phones, if you wanted someone to come oh my God, I'm terrible. Come pick you up, you had to either go to a friend's house and use their phone or find one of these on a corner. That's Maroon 5. They know all about them. Oh, I thought Rach always put party phone. That's a whole different thing. A party line? Ain't got them no more either, thank God. A whole different thing. Yeah, payphone. Party lines. I didn't have enough friends to have a party line, so I never did that. Whenever you left the house free cell phones, you were truly this. No one could reach you. You were truly like if you you went out and like had to go camping for a weekend and something happened. Bye. Yeah. We're alone. You were yeah. Gone. You're out there. All by yourself. Before cell phones, you had to do this to every single important phone number, especially if it was unlisted. Now kids don't even know what the fuck that means. What's unlisted? What's that mean? Yeah. Yeah. They're both right, but I was going for memorize it. Yeah, you could write them down too, but then you were that nerd with that address book. Don't like that guy. Hold on, I gotta find my mom's phone number. what a turd. All right, did anyone figure this out? Anyone figure this out? I think we're done. Yep, we're done. Anybody? Anyone know what that is? I honestly would give you like all the points in the world if you could figure that out. This is a VR version of this place. Apparently, you can walk around it in virtual reality, which I wholeheartedly do not want to do. It's exactly what it is, Brett. It's H.H. Holmes Hotel, and I do not want to walk around it in VR because that sounds terrible. Someone recreated it in virtual reality? No. Yes, that's what it is. It's H.H. Holmes Hotel. That's what we're doing next week. We're doing Unsolved Mysteries, baby. Even though that was solved, but he's not one of my favorites. Nah. I still say he was Jack the Ripper, and then he moved. But I don't even know if the timelines line up or anything. You know what, RH? Admittedly, that's scarier. That's creepier. Yep. We're gonna do Unsolved Mysteries. We're gonna have each column. Each column is gonna be a different unsolved mystery, and there's just gonna be facts about each one. Each one's gonna be an unsolved mystery. They're not all gonna be murders, but there will be, OJ on there because OJ. So we get to talk about his son and all that. Alrighty. I'll see everybody later. Bye bye.